If you're looking for prestige, luxury, security, and some of the top schools in San Antonio, Texas, the Camp Bullis and the far north central part of San Antonio is where you need to be. Today, we're gonna look at the computer and a bird's eye view as we go into the Google Maps and see how far everything is from the far north central, more specifically the Camp Bullis area. So let's go. You guys know the drill. If you're thinking about making the move to San Antonio in 9 days, 9 weeks, or 9 months, my name is Buentello. I am now with the let me go this way. The agency. And my number is 210-996-960. I would love to help you in that transition. My QR code is at the top right. I am a 5-star Google agent on Google, top 1,000 agent. In my prior brokerage, I was a 3-time top producer. And my calendar link is down below if you want something face-to-face, with like a Zoom call. Or if you just want to look at new homes and new homes only, my new home buddy is linked down below. It is free, absolutely free to use. You're more than welcome to use it. All right, let's get to the rest of the video. Let's go. So what we're gonna look at today in this video is a Google Map overview of the north central part of San Antonio. So this is the northwest area and the far west area that, oh, actually, you know what? Let me get my handy dandy little color thing out, maybe next time. So this is kind of what we've covered for the most part, which is like northwest to far northwest, far west to northwest area of San Antonio. So right now what we're going to cover is the far north central part of San Antonio. So Camp Bullis, and if you didn't know what Camp Bullis is a joint base where they have a lot of military trainings, predominantly used for the Army, but it does serve as a training ground for, if not all, most of the branches. So this is the far north central. This is actually where I work, which is now called the agency, and like it is the far north central part of San Antonio, Texas. So let's go see a little bit more of how far everything is from each other. Let's go. We're gonna look at downtown San Antonio, but first and foremost, what I wanted to talk about is Camp Bullis is actually right near the Dominion, Stone Oak, and then Shavano Park, which those three areas are really nice. So in another video, I actually explained that the Dominion is prestige, luxury, higher upscale homes. Stone Oak is suburban luxury. So it's the entry point is a lot more affordable, and relatively speaking, because the Dominion is like 800,000-900,000 plus, more in the millions. Stone Oak, you could probably get in there for high 400s. And then Shavano Park is, it's kind of what the name suggests, but it is a park, very neighborhood friendly type of feel. And it's very established. So those are a little, look at my pin. Those are a little bit, it's a more established neighborhood, but Camp Bullis is where we are right now. So look, this is the Dominion, here is Stone Oak, and then here is Shavano Park. So Camp Bullis is right here. And to get to the north, to get to downtown San Antonio, let me just go ahead and get out of here really quickly. To get to downtown San Antonio, you just come down and then take 1604 right here, and then take 10 all the way to downtown San Antonio. Most people that live in this area, the far north central part of San Antonio, yes, do they go to downtown? Absolutely, they love it. But there's so much to do in this area, just the Dominion alone. I mean, where we are has an amazing plaza, and then it has also the Rim in La Cantera. So let's look at it from here, right? The Rim is on La Cantera Parkway, but look, 25 minutes away, and this is you're literally in Camp Bullis. But when I talk about Camp Bullis, I'm more referring to like this is probably a better part, like the Brightland homes, the Verandas at the Rim, and then like Eisenhower Park. So I mean, yes, worst case scenario, you're probably about 25 minutes away from the Rim, and then La Cantera is probably the same thing, about 25, 28 minutes away, a worst case scenario. But being here in the north part, so like even from the Stone Oak area, you would take 281, then 1604, and then you are there. So you're about 20, 25 minutes away. But being here in this northwest portion of the far north central part of San Antonio, here in this area, there's already a lot to do. So yes, could you come downtown? Absolutely, right? 100%. You could absolutely come downtown and it take you about 40 to 45 minutes. I'm recording this on a Sunday, so the traffic is probably not that intense, but you're about 40 to 45 minutes away from downtown if you just wanted to make a trip to downtown. But yeah, pretty simple, 1604, and they take I-10 all the way down, and you are downtown and you can enjoy that portion of San Antonio. But there's already so much to do, and I'm actually going to make another video highlighting actually this neighborhood right here, Brightland Homes, Verandas at the Rim. So go watch that one where I actually cover that neighborhood, what's around there, how much the houses are, and estimated monthly payments. But there's already so much to do, like Friedrich Park, Eisenhower Park. There's already a ton to do around there. So if you, like I said, if you want to go downtown, that's great, but it'll take you about 40 to 45 minutes. Let's go to the next portion, which is the airport from the far north central part of San Antonio. Let's go. San Antonio International Airport. I always have to check if the thing is on. I love this pin. This is awesome. I really enjoy being at the agency. It's just new beginnings, and it feels like I'm going to be pushed, and I'm going to take my business to a whole nother level, my service, just absolutely everything. But enough about that. So the San Antonio International Airport is about 30 to 35 minutes away. You come down, take 1604, and then come down 281, and you are there. So actually, it's a lot closer than when you would be living on this area of San Antonio, which is the northwest or far west portion of San Antonio. So a lot closer. So if you fly frequently or you take a lot of trips, a lot of vacations, at least you know that you're about 30 to 35 minutes away to the airport, which is a great thing because if you're like me, I get there about 3 to 4 hours early. My wife actually is not one of those wives that hates it. We actually haven't traveled with our kids yet. So when we travel with our kids, we'll let you know. But she actually doesn't mind being there a little early because actually she worries more than I do. I'm not that much of a worrywart. I just want to make sure that we're okay and nothing happens, but I'm not on like the fritz. But yeah, it's about 30 to 35 minutes away from Camp Bullis. So again, if you're taking a good amount of trips, taking some vacations, then just think about that. Think maybe leave a couple hours early to get there, but not difficult at all. You just take 1604 and come down 281, and then you would be at the airport, which is really nice. Let's go to the next one. So we're gonna go from Camp Bullis to the 3 Air Force bases here in San Antonio, Texas. I already have it pulled up. It's Lackland Air Force Base. This is a little bit farther because it is more southwest, but yeah, you would take 1604 and then come down and take 10 and take 410 after that, and then you would get to Lackland Air Force Base. So again, we're going, come on, pull up please, 1604, 10 to 410, and then we are at Lackland Air Force Base. So if you're gonna live in the far north central part of San Antonio, and you're you're like stationed at Lackland Air Force Base, it's about, let's just say 45 minutes to 55 minutes away. It's a lot farther. The other 2 bases are a lot closer, but this one is a bit more of a drive. This will work if 1, you don't mind and you don't care. There's traffic everywhere. Yep, that's your prerogative. 2, you work hybrid, right? You're like 3 days out of the office, 2 days in the office, or 3, you're just fully remote and you just come in sometimes like once a month or every quarter or something, then that might work. But again, if you're living here near the Dominion, more Stone Oak and like Shavano Park area, then obviously Shavano Park's gonna be a little bit closer, but still you're about, well, let's say 45 minutes to an hour away, honestly, because the traffic, like I said, it's a Sunday right now at 3:29 p.m. So it's going to be traffic. There's traffic everywhere, and just know that. So add about 15 minutes to that 45 minutes. And maybe you're not like me and likes to come in on a Sunday, but I'm here on a Sunday and it just works for me. But yeah, you're about 45 minutes to an hour away if you want to live here. But again, if you don't mind the drive, cool. If you're hybrid, equally cool. If you're just fully remote and go in like here and there, like once a month or once a quarter, equally also cool. All right, let's go look at the other ones. Let's go. Fort Sam Houston is next, and I know I said they'd be a bit closer. Fort Sam Houston, not so much. Randolph will be because it's more like northeast, but Fort Sam Houston is a lot more central San Antonio. However, you just have to take 1604, 10, and 35 and you're there, as opposed to going through all of the 1604 traffic. The I-10 traffic is not as bad, but yeah, you would go 1604, 10, and then 35, and you would get there. Time to pull out my handy dandy pencil. Boom, 1604, 10:35, about 45 to 55 minutes away. Again, this really only works if, one, you want to be in this area, which is a very, very nice area. This is where we work, so it's awesome. So if you want to be in this area, again, it only works if, one, you don't mind the traffic, which is great, your prerogative. Two, I know I'm just kind of saying things again, but two, also, Alamo Heights and Terrell Hills, wonderful places to live if you want to be closer to Fort Sam Houston. So just keep that in mind. But two, you are hybrid, so you only go in like once or twice a week, or you are mostly fully remote and you go in once a month, once a quarter, whatever. You don't go in all the time, where it makes sense living up here in this probably one of the, and actually go over the pros and cons, probably one of the best places to live in San Antonio in terms of security, school system, just affluence, equity retention, and growth in houses. So keep that in mind. That is nice. But yeah, it's about 45 minutes to 55 minutes to an hour away. Again, it only works. I know I'm repeating myself, but repetition is goodness, right? We need repetition. It only works if you don't mind the traffic. You work remote and go in like sometimes, or you are almost fully remote and you go in here and there, like just kind of to touch base. But let's go look at the next base. Let's go. Randolph Air Force Base is the last base that we will see, and then we'll get into everything else that this video has to offer. But if you guys are loving the video, please subscribe. It really brings me a lot of happiness and joy to put out this type of content, and it helps a ton of people. So like it, subscribe, comment, share, and if you're thinking about making the move, call me. I'd love to help you. We would love to help you as a team here at the agency. But yeah, it's all the way down 1604, and you would then hit, I apologize, that's not coming up, you would then hit Randolph Air Force Base. That 48 minutes, a little bit exaggerated because you see right here, there's a bit of traffic. I would cut down, well, probably about 10-15 minutes because there's a strip right here that is pretty congested, it seems like. So it should really only take you about 30-35 minutes, maybe 40 minutes, but I don't know about 48. It seems a little bit excessive to me if you're just taking a straight shot down, especially this area, which the Northeast is growing. So maybe due to the construction, but once they get through with that, it's going to open it up a ton more, and that should cut the route by a lot. And I've sold houses actually out here sold one out in Selma. I sold one out in Converse, should be out here too, actually. So I've sold a couple of houses out here, and it's actually not that bad. So yeah, it'll take you about 35 minutes. Yeah, this is definitely because of that traffic. It should not take you, I mean, maybe if you have traffic, I mean, maybe it's a car accident, it should maybe take, probably 55 minutes, but it's a straight shot down 1604, and then you will get to Randolph Air Force Base. But yeah, pretty awesome. Let's go to the next part. Kind of funny, this is actually where I wanted to be in the Camp Bullis portion, right here, kind of at the tip of it, right at the entry point, as opposed to being a little bit farther up north here, which is fine, right? So you can probably shave off around like 5 to 7 minutes off of what I was saying. But yeah, like we're gonna look at the medical center now. So this is where like the Methodist hospitals are. It's great being here because you are about 19 minutes away, 1604, and then you just take 10 all the way down. So 1604 and then 10, and then you are at the medical center area, which is nice because emergencies happen all the time. Nice for us because we're always pregnant, and I always make the joke that we keep that hospital staff employed, which is pretty funny. But yeah, it's about 23 minutes away, give or take. So that's really nice if you're going to live in the far north central part. Just know that the hospital resources are very close to you, and that is a huge plus. Let's go to the next part. Now we're looking at some entertainment, right? Funny enough, guys, I actually just got off of a lunch break. I was starving, so I got some Chipotle and some chips and queso. But let's look at Andretti. What's your favorite thing from Chipotle? Honestly, Chipotle has this now like Chipotle like honey chicken or something like that. And honestly, it's been absolutely delicious. I wish I could place my mic a little bit better than where it is right now. Let me see if I can put it right here, actually. Yeah, it looks a lot better, a lot more professional. But I wanted to show you guys how far Andretti's is, and it's actually really, really, really close. It's about 11 minutes away. There's arcade, indoor kart racing, laser tag, and a lot of other things. And then we can look at, I believe it was Eisenhower Park is also very close. It's about 3 to 5 minutes away. So that's something else that you can do. And I believe Santico's, this is an Alamo Ranch, but this is actually one that I wanted to show you guys. Santico's Palladium is actually a lot closer, so about 10 to 15 minutes away. Actually, when I used to work at, funny enough, Maggiano's, which is super delicious. If you guys need some good Italian food, Maggiano's is it. You know, one of the guys that trained me there, you know, he's in a better place now, so anyways, but it was a great place to be in. So Andretti's very, very, very close, about 10 to 15 minutes away. The Palladium, so if you want to watch some movies, is about 13 to 15 minutes away. Maggiano's is another 10, 15 minutes away. So what I want to say is that there's a lot of stuff to do in the far north central part of San Antonio. I mean, there's a plethora of things to do just with La Cantera and the Rim, and then you actually have a resort as well nearby, which is La Cantera Resort. Actually, it's funny enough, that's actually one of the resorts that actually my wife and I haven't been to. We just got back from Bernie, where we went to Tapatio Springs, which is awesome. I've been to the JW Marriott, that resort as well, a lot of fun. That was more of a team event. Tapatio Springs was with my wife, and then next year we're going to Cabo for an all-inclusive resort, so that'll be a lot of fun. But yeah, so that's the resort's about 16 minutes away. Let's go to the next portion. If you're a health aficionado, I'm not going to say nut, but aficionado like me. So I've actually been doing 1 mile a day and 50 push-ups a day. And today is day 15 or 14, I believe, of consistently doing. I think it's day 14 today. Tomorrow's day 15, and amazing results. And I've been eating fairly well as well. So 1 mile, 50 push-ups. But the reason that I bring that up is there are some gyms. That's not working for me. It's Lifetime Fitness. So I don't know why it pulled that up. But Lifetime Fitness is an awesome gym. I've been there a couple times with some of my friends. I personally don't go because it's a little bit too far for me. We go to the YMCA, but that's about 14 minutes away. They have, like indoor cafeteria, pickleball. They have a ton of weights. They have absolutely everything that you can do. But if you want, and I believe they have childcare, but I also, don't quote me on that. But if you want to go somewhere where there's childcare and you can't exercise, the YMCA at Opie Schnabel Park is only 20 minutes away from the far north central part. Awesome. You just take 1604 and then you go down. I believe this is Bandera. I apologize. Bronze right before it. But you take Bandera and you are there. There is also EOS Fitness, which I don't know why it's not pulling up here, but then there's also Gold's Gym, very close. Actually, just cut off the part. Just keep in there the Lifetime Fitness and the YMCA. These last two you don't have to keep in there. and let's go to the next part of the video. When I tell you guys that the schools in this area are really top rated, they're really top rated. So Blattman from Camp Bullis in this far north central part of San Antonio is about, 15 minutes away, whatever. It's really close. If you pull up greatschools.org, so that's where you should get all of your information for schools, and it's not loading, but anyways, it's a 9 out of 10 school. And then we also have Rawlinson and Clark. There it is. Blattman is a 9 out of 10. And then we also have, I don't know why it's moving so slow, but we also have Rawlinson and Clark Middle School from there, which are also very highly rated. Sorry that my computer is going extremely slow, but also very highly rated schools. You can see for yourself on greatschools.org, which is a very, very, very good, very good website to have. So Rawlinson is about 14 minutes away, and let's see Rawlinson. I'm glad that it's pulling up now, but don't know why it's moving so slow. It usually moves pretty fast. It's a 7 out of 10, and then I believe we have, oh, here it is. It's Clark is the next one, which that seems a little bit too far. Let me pull up my information real quick. But yeah, all very highly rated schools. If you need any information, greatschools.org is really somewhere where you need to be. Let's go to the next portion. So we're gonna wrap up this video with the area, and we're gonna look at the new homes around here. So we're gonna do a video at Verandas at the Rim, but this is Brightland homes. And again, the price point is in the 800s, 900,000s up to $1 million. This is a more affordable option. The Scott Felder homes are in the upper 500s, and then you have the Perry homes that are coming into the Dominion here in about 4 to 8 months. So these are some of the properties. And this is the link. This is the link, new home buddy that is down there that you guys can go look at, that I keep saying in like the beginning, in the middle, and now towards the end of my video. But around this area, there's a couple. And then on this side as well, these are the Chesmar homes. These are garden style homes. And then these are the Hidden Canyon Perry homes, which again, right, like mid to high 800,000. All right, let's get to the outro. Let me know if you have any questions over any of those. I can send you the link or just click down below. Thank you so much for watching that entire video, guys. I hope you got a ton of great information. Sorry that my computer was lagging and it was extremely slow. I apologize about that. But anyways, yeah, my name is Jose Buentello. I'm with the agency 210-996-9608. Call me, text me, whatever you would like to do. My number is right here, and my QR code is at the top right. Again, 5-star Google review agent, top 1,000, prior brokers, 3-time top producer. Now I'm at the agency, so we'll see how we do. Wish me the best of luck. Pray for me. And then my new home buddy link is down below. My calendar link is down below. God bless you guys and have a wonderful day. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and share. God bless you guys. Bye.